spiritually and mentally strong. I'm Simone coming to you from Windhoek, Namibia. And this afternoon, I just want to share with you. The session we are doing today is in tribute to International Women's Day, which is coming up on the 8th. It's commemorated on the 8th. So this afternoon, I just want to do a short session in commemorating Women's Day. I have decided to choose a topic mentally and spiritually strong women. And the reason is because of what we are going through as women today, and also the issues that women need to deal with on a daily basis. I believe in this time of COVID 19, we have more challenges than even husbands, than even children or leaders in general. And that is why today I'm going to talk a bit about mentally and spiritually strong women. Now I'm going to try to share my screen, and if you are here, you can just give me a thumbs up or an indication, or you can write a comment, or if you're watching replay, please indicate to me, and then you can just also tell me if you are able to see the screen. So you are most welcome. If you are coming in the meantime, I'm going to share my screen, and then you can just indicate to me if you are able to see the screen. If you are unable to see the screen, please let me know as well. Alrighty, I'm going ahead. Now, our topic this afternoon is how to be a mentally and spiritually strong woman. Now, who's speaking to you this afternoon? I'm Simone, and I'm a speaker, I'm a thought leader, a coach, and a mentorpreneur. In other words, it's a form of entrepreneurship. And I'm a public health specialist by profession, coaching, and then also, as I said, a seasoned mentor with extensive experience working with government, private sector, and NGOs. And then also, I help highly motivated leading ladies. Highly motivated, I mean, if you are willing and you want to commit, leading ladies, ladies in leadership, but also ladies that stand up for themselves, that are multi passionate creatives to establish their vision, their career, their finances, as well as their practice. So if you need more information, you can contact me. The information is available and also the details are available. Now, why do I talk about becoming a mentally strong woman? In this life today, we are faced with so many challenges. For some of us, it would be the business is lagging, nothing is happening, or maybe even in the workplace, you are doubting. And then also, some of us don't know where to run. When we are going through hurts and pains, we've got no one to talk to. For some of us, doors does not want to open. We just tried everything and things does not seem to move fast as we wish. For some of us, we are in a position whereby we cannot talk. We've got so much to say, we've got so much to share with, or we are just going through so much oppression, but we are not in a position to talk about it. And for some of us, just need a group or a place where we can offload. And there are ladies that are getting together, gathering, but we just don't have access to them. And that is why this afternoon, I feel it's important that we be first mentally and spiritually strong before we look at any external forms of help or support. What is meant by mentally and spiritually strong? Mentally and spiritually strong, or spiritually strong, is people or individuals, or let me say women, that take responsibility for what they are doing in life. They take credit humbly. They own up to poor performance and mistakes instead of running away, but they always understand what you do now will not have, or will have an effect later. So whatever you do, positive or negative, it will have an effect later. These are spiritually strong individuals and they are mindful of their lives. Mentally strong individuals are adaptable in their thinking and they are open-minded to new things, new evidence. They are forward-looking, they're innovative. They don't cling to existing beliefs if they no longer seem valid or relevant. They feel They feel fear, but they do not let it stop them from moving forward. That is a mental strength. Most of our problems are created by our own distorted thinking. Our own distorted thinking create our problems. Characteristics of mentally and spiritually strong women. Now, as we go towards Women's Day celebration or during this month, I need you to understand what it means to be a mentally and a spiritually strong woman. Be mindful of women around you, and you yourself work on these characteristics, because you can become such. You can become such. What are the issues or the factors that contribute to us becoming mentally and spiritually strong? It could be pressures of life, it can be good experiences, it can be bad experience, it can be our life blueprint. But all in all, how you respond to it or how you grow from it, what you learn from it, can determine whether you become mentally and spiritually strong. The number one characteristic I want to point out is confident. Confidence is a huge part of being mentally strong. And it's a great sign of self love. Self love. I always say, love yourself, care for yourself, because it is biblically and it is a law of nature that if you cannot love yourself, if you cannot care for yourself, if you cannot accept yourself, you cannot do it to another person. And it's also to stay away from comparing. Confident people don't compare themselves because they know who they are, they know their identity, they know their walk, and they stand for what they believe. They are happy. I always say happy in your skin and at peace in your mind. That is a confident woman. You're happy, you are content with who you are in your skin, but also peace of mind. Being confident is a great comfort. It is such a great comfort. It is something that keeps you healthy, and it's something that makes you live long. Confident women always go the extra mile by sharing confidence with others. But at the end of the day, we need to understand that being confident is a personal accomplishment. It's a personal characteristic. It's something that you need to work on personally and achieve it. It tells us that a strong spirit is what sustains us in any kind of trouble. We're talking of confidence. Confidence demonstrates to us a strong spirit, something that sustains us in any kind of trouble. You'll see the reaction of a confident person in times of trouble. A confident person has a strong spirit. And a strong spirit that is confident, established, unmovable, and ready for anything. It is steady under pressure. It does not mean you don't feel bad, doesn't mean you don't feel pain, it doesn't mean you don't recognize pain, but important for us to understand that confidence is being steady under pressure. You don't waver in faith. You don't lose your faith. You don't go down in your faith. You continue to serve as you are serving. Confident people can be full of joy and peace despite what they are going through, and they have one philosophy: they never quit. They have a strong spirit, and the spirit that will get you through anything, whether it's physical attacks, whether it's financial problems, whether it is relational difficulties, whether it's marital difficulties, whether it is career setbacks, and whatever else the devil throws your way. A confident woman stand in times of adversity because of what they believe. Another characteristic of a mentally and spiritually strong woman, they are productive women. They are very productive women. You know, the mind of a confident or spiritually strong and mentally strong woman, the mind wants to feel the accomplishment. They spend time on worthy causes and important matters that keep the minds happy, even in a state of doing business and not being in a formal sector. They spend time on living their dreams, living their passion. They are constantly asking, what else can I, or what else can I fit into my day? How can I go the extra mile? And this is a good way of thinking, But it's also very important to take breaks. And mentally and spiritually strong women recognize the fact that they need to take breaks, they need to breathe and not overwhelm themselves. But they know what to do anyway if they get overwhelmed by circumstances beyond control. Mentally and spiritually strong women are optimistic and they are positive. They see the glass as half full and not as half empty. They don't see things from out of a box. They do not work with a box at all. Many people tell you think outside the box. Mentally and spiritually strong women does not accommodate boxes. They want to bring good vibes with them everywhere they go. It may not always be possible to display optimism and positivity or being a positive or think of possibility at all times. But mentally and spiritually strong women want to do their best to keep a growth mindset, an innovative mindset, always thinking of the best or hoping for the best as often as they can. Mentally and spiritually strong women say our brightness greatly impacts our moods and others' moods as well. And they they pursue strength and joy as opposed to happiness, because the Bible tells us that the joy of the Lord is your strength. Mentally and spiritually strong women are what we call go-getters. Go-getter. Being a go-getter is putting dreams into action. It is envisioning great opportunities in the future. It is people that are always thinking of how to better things, how to improve things. They envision positive outcomes. They are more likely to achieve those visions and to pursue those visions. They don't mind what people think. You know, in this life today, people think that everything you do, if they don't see money coming from it, people look at you as not doing anything. Mentally and spiritually strong women are not focusing on that. Their minds thrive on creativity and critical thinking, and they are always thinking on something new. They are chasing their dreams and working to make their powerful thoughts a wonderful reality. And that is our definition of a go-getter. And it is a great perspective to be a go-getter in general. You know, go-getters are people that thrive. Mentally and spiritually strong women are people that take on fear. When we say they take on the bull by the horns at the most dangerous angles, they take on fear. They face their fears, they face their problems, they face their issues, despite the way they present themselves to the public. Whenever you see them, you know that they are busy facing fears, facing problems, facing issues, no matter what you throw at them. They tackle them head on. They don't run away from them. Even if they made a mistake, even if they did something wrong, they'd rather spend time working on it as opposed to sitting back and dwelling on criticism. You know, we all run into different fears throughout our lives, but it is how we handle them that determine whether we are mentally strong or not. And that is what you see with mentally strong people. I always say never undermine a next person, because that which looks to you like the person is not making it, the person is failing. Perhaps if it was you, you would have never been able to stand the tests of the times that those people these women are going through, because these are mentally strong women. We are talking of being mentally and spiritually strong, and I was just saying that mentally and spiritually strong women are fear tacklers. They attack fear. Time is the best solution for them. So they utilize their time thinking through things, planning through things. And important to understand that slow and steady often wins the race. With this one, important. Mentally and spiritually strong women are caring women. They take care of themselves. And while also caring for others, it is necessary for us to develop positive relationships with ourselves. We all want to be happy and have found that most of us who practice the concept of being kind are the happiest people. They have gratitude. Another characteristic is gratitude. You know, I always say being grateful leads to greatness. They are not afraid to stand, as I said earlier, for what they believe. They are not afraid to stand for what they believe. When they believe something is wrong in society, they speak out. They stand for what they believe. They do not watch others being bullied. Instead, they take action. Mentally strong women advocate for themselves and for others by displaying good moral values. Mentally strong women are women of integrity. Their integrity. They're showing pride in themselves to always being the one that does the right thing, known for the right thing, known for the right thing, known for the right thing. They remain respectful when feeling excited and proud. Even if you compliment them, it does not go to the head. They are not fazed by what other people say. They are always the odd one out, and they don't mind to stand out in the crowd because we are created to stand out, not to fit in. I'm talking of being mentally and spiritually strong. I'm Simone coming to you from Windhoek, Namibia. And I'm sitting here in an environment where my battery might go off anytime. But as we are continuing, just remember we're talking of mental and spiritually strong women. Mentally and spiritual signs of mentally and spiritually strong women, they are true to themselves. They are truthful people. They don't mind talking about themselves, testifying about themselves, telling their story to the public, as opposed to people who feel others must not know what you've gone through and people will treat you in a certain way if they hear about it anyway. They are bold in sharing their experience. And lastly, mentally and spiritually strong individuals are those who have the courage to love themselves at the risk of losing others, but always to the benefit of society. Always to the benefit of society. And that is the end of my session. I'm Simone coming to you live from Windhoek, Namibia. Thank you for listening to me. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to type in the thread. And this session is going to come to you over and over again, more than once. And the particular session will also be on the group so that you can have an opportunity to listen to it and please share it with other women. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. If you need the slides, please do not hesitate to contact me. I'm willing to share. Thank you so much.